Everybody wants to own a property like this. 161 units, multifamily, all purchased without a bank, without a credit check, and without any of my own money. This property produces $165,000 in income every single month, and in my pocket, it's $53,000 net, meaning I could go buy $53,000 of sushi every single month and it wouldn't change anything. This property produces a lot of money. Everybody wants to be in this type of asset, whether it's building, developing, wholesaling, flipping, or just holding properties in the multifamily arena. This is the big leagues. So how do we get there? The way I got there is I started in single family. Why? Because single family actually produces a lot more transactions. A property like this takes 9 to 12 months to find a great deal like this, structure it with the seller, and then close on the property. It then takes 3 to 6 months to renovate 80 of the units. We've renovated about half of them so far, and get the rents to a point where we can produce that kind of income. If you're brand new, there's a couple of problems that you're gonna run into. Number one, I want today money, right? I wanna make money today. And so what I teach people in SubTo is I say, look, let's start using the same principles of creative finance in single family so that you can get the skills of structuring, get the money that is happening all the time in single family. Think about it. In the United States, there's only 17,000 RV parks. So you can only imagine there's not a lot of transactions happening. It's the same thing with apartment buildings. There's not a lot of transactions happening to the point where if you need weekly or monthly income right now, I would tell you not to go into those assets because those assets take a while to actually get into. So in single family, what's beautiful is I can do way more transactions way more often. In multifamily, I only try and do 1, maybe 2 per year. So when you're starting out, you want to get the principles of creative finance, SubTo, seller finance, lease options, agreements for sale, all of these types of things. You want to get those down in single family because when you're in single family, there are so many transactions. Just in Maricopa County where I live, there's currently about 1,900 SubTo and seller finance opportunities popping up every single week. That's every week. That does not happen in multifamily. And the skills that you're going to have to acquire when you're doing multifamily is you're going to have to acquire the ability to raise money, the ability to communicate with sellers, the ability to communicate with tenants, the ability to build a management team. All of those things make it the big boy leagues. There's big skills in order. Hey, look, here's the thing. Those are paying tenants. We're gonna let them bark all they want. I don't care. So I want you guys to understand that the skills that are required to jump into big stuff like this, I teach this to the SubTo community, but I really want to hammer home on the fact that if you are somebody wanting to learn how to get money next week, like tomorrow, I've helped people start on day one, get their first deal on day one, get their first paycheck within a week. That's not gonna happen in multifamily. That's not gonna happen in RV parks or mobile home parks. That's gonna happen in single family. But here are the skills that I learned in single family that really allowed me to jump into multifamily at a high level. Raising private capital, building a team, understanding rent rolls, understanding profit and loss, understanding who are the buyers of this property because I won't keep this property for forever. We bought it for $19.5 million. We'll probably end up selling it for $30 million. Who's the buyer? How do I know it's worth 30 million? How do I get it to the point where it's worth 30 million? I learned all of those things in single family. I learned all of those transactions, the paperwork, the terminology, how to work through and flow through a deal, and how to manage my own cash. That was a big thing. Let's go this way. One of the biggest things that you'll actually run into is when you start making a bunch of money in single family, you'll realize that you have cash coming into the bank and you're like, oh my gosh, I wasn't planning on making this much money. Now you have to learn how to manage your cash. I don't think I wanted to learn how to manage cash on a property like this. Think about that. Where do you want to learn how to manage cash? When you have thousands coming in or millions coming in where you could make big mistakes? So yes, of course, we have a lot of people in the SubTo community doing big multifamily properties, boutique hotels, everything you can even imagine, land development. We've got people that are building hotels, motels, restaurants, buying businesses, all with creative finance, but every single one of those people started in single family. They acquired those skills. They acquired the delegation skills. They acquired the ability to build a team and then learn how to manage all the money they're making. The beautiful thing is that you're making a lot of money, but you don't want to make those mistakes on big properties. You want to make those mistakes on single family properties. So with multifamily, there's a very clear way to get into it. And it starts in the pathway of single family. Doing the exact same things. The terminology is exactly the same. In fact, I'll tell you something I was challenged with. When you're working with sellers, on multifamily properties, it is way easier to structure a $20 million deal than it is to work out a $200,000 deal. The sellers are completely different. The seller of a house that's worth 100 grand and the seller of an apartment building worth $20 million, even though I'm buying both of them on seller finance or SubTo, the conversation is completely different. The 20 million is 100 times easier to lock up a contract like this because the seller understands the benefits of seller finance. The seller who's selling a single family home has never even heard of seller finance, and so you've got to overcome all of those things. When we talk to the seller at this property, he's like, oh yeah, seller finance, that makes sense. I get a higher purchase price. I give you guys the ability to avoid a bank. That makes sense. Oh, and I get to avoid taxes in my retirement? Are you kidding me? All day long, let's do this deal. And so he got the price he wanted, we got the terms we needed, and so I would naturally want to chase an easier structure. But the problem is, ask yourself this question: do you want to be in multifamily? The answer is going to be yes. Do you want to be in multifamily today? Yes. But can you be in multifamily? Can you manage a leasing office? Can you manage the renovations of these units? Can you manage the cash flow and distribute money properly? Can you make sure you're balancing your books? Much larger management style on a property like this. I would want you to learn how to do all of those things in single family where there's really no way for you to make any mistake so that you can upgrade and get into multifamily properties just like this. Just today, my team, worried about what's going on in AI and what's going on with robotics and jobs being displaced, we started really focusing on affordable housing. We look at what's happening in the economy and people going, I'm gonna lose my job. Guys, the best way for you to avoid the upcoming onslaught of AI is to jump into affordable multifamily. Everybody in here is living on retirement, which means they have pension money coming in. I don't rely on these people to have jobs to pay their rent. That is where you need to focus your time and energy over the next 5, 7, and 10 years, because if your tenants are not collecting or bringing in government money or pension money from their retirement, you're gonna be in some trouble because the economy is changing very quickly where a lot of people are losing their jobs. In fact, you might be watching this video right now going, I'm worried about my job. One property like this would produce enough money for you to quit 5 of your jobs. I can guarantee you that. But we just bought a motel a couple of days ago on seller finance. We are converting it into a multifamily property and doing Section 8. Do I love Section 8? Absolutely. Do we do Section 8? Absolutely. But the main thing is, how did I find the property and how did I get into that property? That is all through creative finance. No banks, no credit, none of those things. That property that we're turning into 102 units of multifamily, it's all going to be affordable housing paid for by the government. So what I want you to learn when you come into the SubTo community is, let's start with single family. Let's not start with multifamily, but let's know that this is in the pathway and something that I'm almost guaranteed to get into as long as I start in the right path. I start learning creative finance, the right terms, the paperwork, the conversations, and ultimately how to manage all the money I'm making in single family so I can compound into multifamily.